According to Bwana Ngogoyo, this is purely political and nothing to do with fighting corruption.
Well, I think I will disagree with Ngogoyo on that fact. The president is genuine. Genuine on the fact that he could mention that there is corruption. Because actually we've seen many head of states, including the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, saying that there is corruption, that we lose 2 billion shillings every day, and he had nothing to do with it. But here, the president is actually facing it and telling Kenyans that parliament is corrupt. The only thing I disagree with the president is when he actually blanketly say parliament is corrupt. We want the president to fish out the corrupt people within parliament so that parliament can be sanitized. So it is genuine to say that there is corruption. That admission by itself shows a sense of genuineness of the president. The second thing is we've actually seen him forming a multi-agency team to be able to fight corruption. This is an initiative that I think is going to work. Because, Fred, like I tell you, when we create all these agencies, the DCI, the ESCC, the NCIC, all these agencies, when they work in silos, basically we cannot fight corruption. Mm-hmm. Because, Fred, we know these are other avenues of corruption. If, for example, and it is not a fallacy for me to say, that an ESCC person has actually realized that there's a corrupt person, what they always do, instead of actually taking up these cases, is they open up a shop of making money from the corrupt person. And they say, we found you culpable of 20,000 or 20 million or whatever millions. Please, can you give us something so that we can kill this case? And because of that, we've actually not seen ESCC having the teeth. We've seen DCI not having the teeth. We've seen all these institutions that the president is putting together working differently, not having the teeth, because within those institutions, there are corrupt individuals. Actually, this is an endemic corrupt country in many ways. So that the policeman on the road, instead of actually giving you a ticket for violating a traffic offense, the policeman will ask for something and let you go free. And that is what is happening in every of our institutions. So the president thinks probably that putting these people together, these people now can be able to be countering and checking each other and be able to advance the corrupt cases to court. Yep. It is serious in this country that, Fred, we know, the people know who is a corrupt governor, who is a corrupt MP, who is a corrupt police officer, who is a corrupt judge. People know, but the institution, I've said it, a corrupt member of parliament, but I'll tell you, these people don't ever find themselves in court. They don't ever find themselves in jail until when it is political. Why? Because the institutions are failed and the institutions become a den of corruption. Look at the Senate, for example. The president mentioned it and said that governors, when they come to the Senate, they actually buy their way out. Ni soko huru, somebody said it. It basically means even that is another den of corruption. So instead of us following the law to the letter, we actually let money interferes with the processes. So I think the president is genuine. The president has mentioned it out, albeit the fact that he is blanketed everybody, and the president is actually made a move that has never been made by anybody else to ensure that corruption is being fought by a multi-agency.
And the risk is that this whole war against, or the perceived war against corruption could be lost, given the kind of push and pull and the exchanges we're seeing between members of parliament and the executive. We'll continue with this conversation after the break. You're watching Morning Cafe.